forecast.
Well, how about those chills this morning? There's the look at the sunrise. We're well down in the 40s. Yeah, it was a chilly start this morning. Let's take a look at where views are now as we look out at Earleysville at the airport, and you can see a lot of sunshine. Those clouds will dissipate really once the sun goes down. Sunset now at 6:54. We made it up to a high of 72 this afternoon. Currently outside the airport, 69 degrees, a light east or southeasterly wind. Air mass is dry, so another chilly overnight. Currently in the valley, it's 67 at the Valley Airport, making it up a high of 68 this afternoon. Morning low of 41. So again, chilly conditions to start. Right now, most of us are in the mid to upper 60s, from Orange to Palmyra to Madison to Stanton to Waynesboro. We take a look at the satellite and radar combination. Yes, we have some cloudiness, a little bit of an easterly component to the wind. That's an onshore flow wind, so that does bring some moisture in off the Atlantic and the Bay. But a large area of high pressure that has moved out of eastern Canada across New England that extends all the way down the eastern seaboard. So that's in charge of our weather over the next several days. Today was a U.S. Drought Monitor update. And as expected, little change. Moderate drought conditions blanket the region. Of course, not good news going deeper into fall after what was a dry August, a dry September. Next chance of any rain, appreciable rain, maybe holding off until late Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. That next front will be a temperature tumbler, but we'll see about those rain chances as we move closer over the next several days. Temperatures overnight then, low 40s across the valley. We're talking about mid to upper 40s here across central Virginia, roughly 10 or more degrees below our average overnight low in the mid 50s. And then temperatures tomorrow quite nice. If you like today, you like tomorrow afternoon, low 70s across the board with a good amount of sunshine. Then temperatures will start a warming trend as we move through the weekend. Mid to upper 70s, possibly around 80 on Sunday, and I think some low 80s as we move into next week. So we're going to remain dry here for several days, but in the meantime, we'll just enjoy some beautiful fall weather and a little warming trend to go with it. Mention that area of high pressure, of course, that clockwise flow, bringing some gusty winds along the coast, and as you move closer to Florida, more unsettled weather. There is a stalled front there, and speaking of the tropics, the National Hurricane Center is monitoring an area across South Florida that has about a 10% chance of development right now, but again, some storminess across the Florida Peninsula. Then there is a tropical wave that's moving off the African continent, and over the next several days, that has a chance of development. That's what's left of Imelda, which did hit Bermuda earlier this morning and late last night. Now it's a big extratropical storm in the Atlantic, and of course the Atlantic has really stirred up with 2 hurricanes this week, so rough seas, rip currents will continue. Temperatures tonight in the chilly 40s across the region. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. Some beautiful October days to enjoy. Those morning lows will be chilly, but comfortable afternoons with a lot of sunshine. A great weekend for all those fall activities. We'll watch Wednesday of next week for our next best chance of rain, and look at that temperature drop by a week from now. So that will be a temperature tumbler. We'll watch that.
All right, Eric, thank you.